I'm a weird girl whose mom is a rock star. Lots of strange things happen when we're on tour. Moved in with Bigfoot, Brink fell into a wormhole. Now let's listen to the guys from Mom Can't Cook. Hello and welcome to Mom Can't Cook Extra Helpings, your bonus Patreon-supported extra bonus episode of Mum Can't Cook, a decom podcast. I am one of your hosts, Andy Farrant.
And I'm the other host, Luke Westaway.
Hey, Luke. So I'm just going to pop into the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. Is there anything you want? Picking something up while I'm there?
From the CIA?
Yeah, I was just going to let myself into their headquarters and then just sort of roam freely around the corridors.
Do you have
picking
clearance
things up
for that?
and touching.
Is there anyone going to mind? Seems like the kind of thing someone would mind.
No, they seem to be fine with it. I found a coffee maker that I can sort of rub a card on, and it lets me into all the top secret areas of the CIA. So what do you want? Alien autopsy photos or UFO parts?
If you're popping out, let me check the chalkboard. Hang on a sec.
JFK's brain.
Milk. We just need milk.
Milk? I mean, there's probably some milk somewhere in the CIA.
Get some of JFK's milk.
Yes.
The CIA has it.
Why are you hiding JFK's milk from us, CIA?
JFK was
what are you afraid of?
JFK came to the CIA and was like, fellas,
I've
got to tell the
milk.
American people that I can produce a very nutritious milk that could solve world hunger. And I produce it from my body. And the CIA is like, oh, yeah, okay. That's interesting information.
Not a problem. Anyway, get into your open-top motorcade, Mr. President.
I will. But
but don't you tell them about that milk.
After this, the milk, though.
Yeah, after this, the milk. And they're like, sure thing, just make sure you drive by the Texas Book Depository, Mr. President.
It makes you sick.
Right.
Makes you sick what the CIA...
Makes you sick what they've done.
Well, I'll tell you what, while you're in there, tell them what you think.
Yeah.
There's probably a sort of feedback box or something.
I'm just going to walk up to a CIA agent's desk and I'll be like, destabilised any governments lately?
Yeah.
No, can't wait to see the look on his face. Then I'll just sort of like sweep all the papers off his desk. You will make me sick.
You didn't see.
Then I'm going to help myself to some donuts from the box, grab any sort of alien technology I see on my way out.
This is good. Good. Yeah. Great.
Well,
give them hell.
I will. Maybe I'll pop by after the podcast, actually. We'll get this out of the way.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mention that, actually, Andy, because this episode of So Weird is all about walking casually into the CIA whenever you want to.
like so much about that.
Yeah, it's the episode of So Weird called Oopa. A common typo of oops, but that's not... which is where I mostly see the word oopa, but that's not what Oopa means in this context. Shall we hear Fee explain what an Oopa is?
Let's...
Ever feel really out of place? Well, you're not the first to feel like that. Check out this battery. They found it in Iraq in 1957, in the middle of a bunch of stuff that's 2,000 years old. Over the last few decades, archaeologists have started to find lots of objects that really don't belong where they're found. They call them Oopas, which stands for out-of-place artifacts. This fossil spark plug, called the Koso artifact, is another one. Was there some kind of ancient civilization building big stone cars? And if so, where'd they get the technology? I'm sorry, but that information is classified.
Where to even start with this?
Where to begin? A battery they found among things that's 2,000 years old.
Yeah, a spark plug that was in some
fossil.
In a fossil,
a dinosaur car.
This is top tier feeing. Yeah. Was there an ancient civilization building big stone cars? And if so, not if so, Fee. No, the answer's no.
Did a velociraptor have a sporty roadster? And if that's the case,
it isn't the case, Fee. And then they end this sequence, so you didn't see their listener, is an alien hand puppet goes past the screen.
Oh yeah, that's right. A little stuffed grey alien sort of drops across the screen under Fee's control. Going, woo,
so
I mean, you can look up the Wikipedia page for Oopas or out-of-place artifacts. Everything in there has been widely discredited.
Yeah, probably by the CIA.
Fringe pseudoscience. But sure, Fee, go off.
It makes you think. So we cut to outside the Polynesian Arms Hotel. Fee is taking a photo of Irene and Molly outside of it. This could be the last photo of my mum before she gets a record deal, says Fee. And Irene, Molly's manager, says, I'm not holding my breath.
That's the spirit, Irene. That's what we want to hear.
That's the belief in your client.
Presumably Molly has had record deals in the past.
I don't know, man. I'm not holding my breath.
The way that Molly is presented in this show is like she's a struggling 17-year-old singer-songwriter looking for her big break rather than a woman who sold 2 million records.
And now, so they're outside the Polynesian Arms Hotel, if the name didn't give it away, is a sort of 2 or 3 star Polynesian theme.
Yeah, like a tiki motel.
Yeah, resort.
So you can see how her career is going. As they walk into this resort, a man with white hair and a sort of grey goatee is just looking at them all from the bushes, but not like hidden in the bushes.
Yeah,
he's just like a foot inside the bushes.
I would describe
they have to sort of step around him.
I would describe him as amid the bushes.
Just sort of
up to his waist in bush.
Yeah. And they're just sort of like, they sort of watch him as they go in.
Yeah, just
he is unremarked upon. So they walk into this motel. An animatronic parrot clucks at her. They're staying in Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room for some reason.
Yeah, but like not as good.
Not as good as the Tiki Room.
Yeah, so they head up to the front desk.
Excuse me, we have a reservation?
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Mr. Raxall?
Checking in?
What are you doing here?
Well, I can't access cover story. Board shutdown, reboot. I'm back. Hi, guys. I was just checking to see if you checked in because I was following your tour on the internet and I was here on business. And I remember I promised Fee that I would give her a copy of the beta version of my new web browser with built-ins for streaming audio and video. You did get my email about this, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, the email.
You knew Tad was coming?
Well, he did promise me a copy of the browser 8 months ago.
Here's my note on this. What the f***?
Yes, friends.
That's right.
If you've been listening to So Weird,
it's Tad Raxall.
It's Tad Raxall, the world's richest man in the world of So Weird.
The richest man in the world.
If you're new to the bonus podcast and you haven't caught up on the original ones,
then welcome.
Tad Raxall is So Weird's equivalent of Bill Gates.
Yeah,
he is a computer
alike.
magnate who runs a computer company called Star.Star.
Yeah, for which Molly did a jingle.
Yeah, and it is constantly alluded to that his wealth is essentially limitless, which is not borne out by the way he is or acts or dresses or the way he conducts himself or anything he does.
Or, for example, the way that the gang walks into a 3-star theme hotel and finds him working behind the counter. It'd be like if you went into a Foot Locker and said, "Do you have this in a 12?" and Steve Jobs came out the back and was like, "Try this."
Oh, hello, it's me. Whoa, reboot computing interface. That's right, I'm a computer man.
Interface.
Size 12, was it?
Interface. So while Tad Raxall is the world's richest computer genius. Mm-hmm. He also, as you will have heard, has an annoying, nervous habit of sort of talking in computer expressions and phrases.
Yeah.
Which is the only way So Weird knows how to describe someone as knowing anything about computers.
Mm-hmm. They just shout computer words.
Yeah. RAM, diskette.
Yeah. Browser.
Is that anything? So while Tad Raxall is unloading on them,
he's having some kind of breakdown.
Fee notices the little man with the white hair observing them all from behind some fake plants. Tad rambles more in his irritating way that he thought, seeing as they're all together, maybe the gang could hang out, or he and Molly could do a crossword together, or a date. And Molly says, a date, Tad? And he goes, it doesn't have to be anything formal with clothes.
Yeah. It's just good writing.
He's got, do you know in an anime where like a character gets a nosebleed because they're so painfully shy and awkward?
That's what's going on here.
Yeah.
So luckily this is interrupted by Ned. He walks in and he says, "Hey, Tad, what are you doing here?" And Tad, flustered by the large, powerful Ned, says, "Nothing. Fee, let's power browse on hypertext." And then he removes from his coat a dead rose from his garden in Utah, but he's been here a week, so it's dead.
Like most computer magnates, he lives in Utah.
Tech Hub, Utah, yeah. So he just walks off with Fee. I've put brackets question mark here.
Yeah.
Because everyone allows that to happen.
Imagine if Steve Jobs came out of the back of the Foot Locker with your shoes and then was walked off with your children.
Walked off with your daughter. And said, "Let's hyperface an intertext."
I think the phrase that Tad says, "Let's power browse in hypertext," I've put it in italics because I'm so pleased by it. I feel like it has a sort of holy energy.
I really like, power browse.
Let's power browse in hypertext. It's so good. It's like, it's almost, I mean, like Tad, we've established, is not good at flirting, but it's almost a sort of, it's almost like a kind of pickup.
Let's power browse in
hypertext.
That is like Together in Electric Dreams or something, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just,
And I feel like it's only got more powerful as time goes on. I feel like now I would see it spaced out in like chromatically aberrated purple writing over some like vaporwave thing on
Let's
YouTube.
Power Browse on Hypertext is a collection of the best vaporwave songs from the 1990s.
Yeah. It would be super slowed down. It would be like an old Windows NT sort of infomercial. It'd be like, "Let's power browse in hypertext."
Okay, well we can dance around it. We can dance around it all you want, Luke.
Yeah.
Or you can just confirm now that we're putting that on a t-shirt.
Let's power browse in hypertext. I'm putting it on a tattoo. We get a t-shirt. It is good. Let's power browse in hypertext. Oh.
So Tad leaves with Fee. Everyone just allows this to happen. "Who is that?" asks Bronk reasonably. "That is Tad Raxall, the world's richest computer genius," says Ned.
Of the man in a cheap suit hiding out behind the front desk of the Polynesian theme hotel in the town of Paradise, Virginia.
Yeah, really, says Bronk, because that wouldn't have been my first guess. Reasonable.
Yeah.
So we cut to Fee and Tad on a computer. "Thanks for saving my diskette back there," he says.
Computerly. He's the world's richest computer genius. People would recognize him.
He would be world famous.
He would be world famous. He can't just sit at the bar of a Polynesian theme hotel and like sort of have a off-the-record chat. His movements would be followed. People would be tracking his jet like Elon Musk. You know?
Yeah.
But he's just completely vanished. Aren't like stockholders worried where he's gone?
Yeah. Why isn't he being kidnapped all the time?
Anyway, so he's provided Fee with new browser software.
Yeah, it's a multi-panel browsing environment.
Yep, it lets you search, chat, download, print, says Tad. I've written down, does Eisner know there's a plot line involving a superior browser environment to InfoSeek?
Eisner stopped watching weeks ago.
The browser that Disney owns at this point and has been making Fee use. So Fee knows that Tad isn't really here for a date, and she pries as to what's really up. Tad won't say.
She says, "What type of business brings you to a little town like Paradise, Virginia?" And then she searches Paradise, Virginia, zooms in on the map, and notices that Paradise is right next to Langley, home of the CIA.
So she says, "Is that it, Tad? Are you working for the CIA?" And Tad, knowing that, of course, he's got nowhere to run now, a 14-year-old in a bar has asked him this question, folds like a house of cards. He collapses. Yeah. He's like, "Well, yes." He says, "It's very hush-hush."
It's very hush-hush, but anyway, here's every detail of the project.
On a disc! He says it's very hush-hush. He says he's here because the CIA want to keep their project low profile, but he reveals that it's all about the cheese wheel. And he brings out a CD-ROM.
You are working for them. Must be very important.
Well, I thought it would be. Then they showed me the cheese wheel.
The cheese wheel?
They told me they found this thing made out of beryllium alloy. They thought it might be a computer, so I took a CAT scan of the original and made a 3D model.
How does it work?
Well, it doesn't. The thing has no power source. Ergo, it's not a computer. It might be a piece of art. Actually, it wouldn't look too bad in my foyer.
Could it possibly have a battery inside?
Huh? No batteries, no solar panels, no little mice running around inside generating a magnetic field. Actually, it was a complete waste of time. The only bright spot is that Molly would be here, too. And actually, it's the only reason I agreed to come at all. But alas, my plans for a romantic interface have been shredded like yesterday's government secrets.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, Andy.
So much to unpack here.
First of all, let's cover off the easy stuff. It amuses me that the CD is marked top secret.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Just don't put that on it. It's going to make people much less likely to look at it.
Tad has received this top secret clearance, and then the second he left the CIA, has now told literally everything to Fiona Phillips, a 14-year-old conspiracy theorist.
With a website. He gives her the disc. What else? In this scene, we also see the little man with white hair is keeping tabs on them from across the room.
Oh my God, this is so great. He's got a little Palm Pilot he's got a profile of Fiona on it. And the profile is as follows. Fiona Phillips, a.k.a. Fee. IQ 153. Interest in paranormal. Website, average hits, 413 a week.
So... And there's a picture. It's so good, and it's all in like 90s grayscale because it's a Palm Pilot. It's like a sort of dossier on Fee as rendered on a Kindle. It's so great. It's
or Nokia
so
3310.
Yes, it's a thing of rare beauty. Oh, because that was an audio clip, we should also describe what the mythical cheese wheel looks like.
Yeah, it's like a big flat metal disc with a lot of holes in it.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Yeah. Like a sort of a grid of holes on it.
Yeah. So Bronk and Jack bump into the mysterious little man as they come into the room. And it's as Fee is telling Tad to try and be himself if he wants to seduce Molly. Because Tad has asked Fee for advice on how to get a date with her.
Yeah, so Bronk says, hey, you see that old guy? Your face was on his computer. I saw him watching us in the lobby, says Fee. That sounds like my CIA contact, says Tad.
Tad!
It's not hard, Tad. It's not difficult.
Someone strides up behind Tad with a polonium umbrella. Tweak.
Tad, I mean...
For God's sake, Tad. So Jack says, is your contact the one who broke into our suite? Tad says, you have a suite? Remember, this is the world's richest computer genius.
They went through all our stuff. They didn't take anything. That's why I didn't tell you, says Bronk, whose real name, as you'll remember, is Carey Bell. The subtitles at this point call him Casey.
That's good.
Even the subtitles don't care about Bronk.
So Tad, having heard that their suite has been ransacked and that Fee is popping up on a Palm Pilot, is livid.
He can't believe this.
He can't believe that the CIA...
This government overreach.
I know. He can't believe that the CIA would be investigating Fee just because he immediately shared information about a paranormal artifact in their keeping with her.
And just because she's a crackpot conspiracy theorist who ticks all the boxes for potential domestic terrorism.
So Tad now starts shouting in a public place about the cheese wheel.
Yeah.
He stands up and says the cheese wheel shouldn't be a secret. It should be in a museum. The CIA snipers presumably are preparing to take a shot somewhere.
Mm-hmm. He says, our dollars pay the CIA salary. Everyone should be able to see the cheese wheel. So can we see it? Asks Fee. Why not? Says Tad. Why not?
And then he looks at Bronk and Jack and says, and you two can come along too, because you're with her.
Yeah, everyone coming with me. So they all leave, presumably off to go and see this cheese wheel.
Yeah. I assume we will next see them at some kind of checkpoint or CIA front gate.
Yes,
check
presumably, because they're off to Langley.
Yeah. But first, Molly's room. Ned brings some stuff into Molly's room and he notices the dead rose.
Yes.
That Tad gave Molly. He tells Molly that he was so nervous the first time he asked Irene out, he made a bad first impression. But he grew on her.
Yeah.
And he says, on behalf of guys everywhere, Molly, you just never know.
Maybe try dating the richest man in the world.
Maybe go for one date with the richest man in the world. That said, This is terrible advice.
This is terrible advice.
Go with your gut, Molly. I don't want to date this man.
I would not want to date the richest man in the world right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But like, Molly doesn't want to date Tad because she just doesn't want to and has a bad feeling. And Ned's like, hey, your gut could be wrong.
Push down those instincts.
Yeah, yeah. Famously, you shouldn't trust your instincts on a first date, right? That's what they say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just, see where it goes.
Yeah, you just never know.
Weirdo.
Shrugs Ned.
Yeah. So Molly looks at the rose significantly. In a parking garage, Tad and the kids are sneaking into the CIA. Tad has a briefcase.
To be clear, they're not canonically in a parking garage. It's clearly filmed.
It just looks like an underground parking structure.
It's filmed in a parking garage, but this is supposed to be the depths of the CIA offices in Langley.
Yeah.
There are bare concrete walls. Fee, Bronk, Jack, and Tad appear in shot, and they peer around a wall in a way that strongly suggests that creeping up to this wall and peering around it has worked to get them into the deepest part of the CIA's high security rooms.
Well, the next part of the stealth infiltration, Tad has taken the coffee maker from his hotel room and reconfigured it to make copies of the magnetic strip on his security guard. He then gives each of the children their own security access card for the CIA's headquarters in Langley.
We don't know why he does
this. Just let them in. Why does he give them each their own card?
To be clear.
Including Bronk.
To be clear, Tad has an access card. He could just scan it, open the door, and let them all in. Just this once. But instead,
the point is they're going in once to look at the cheese wheel. He's like, well, of course, you'll need lifetime access.
You might just want to come back. See what the CIA's up to.
What they're up to next week.
So, yeah, he's reconfigured the microprocessor in his coffee machine. I don't know. That's nothing. You have to say that quickly or it falls completely apart.
So they walk in. There are no security cameras or anything. Security sure is low for the CIA, says Bronk, lampshading it.
Yeah.
And Tad says, yes, they want to keep this project low profile, which is fine, but it's still in the CIA headquarters.
Yeah, right. Like, you can have a low profile thing in the CIA. I can believe that. My problem is not believing that they can walk down this corridor undetected. My problem is how they got to the corridor.
Yeah, because they are deep within.
There's a whole lot of Langley between like where they are now and the Polynesian hotel that we just saw them like
in the nearby town of Paradise, Virginia.
Just heading on up to the front gate. Hello, it's me, Tad. I've brought 4 kids.
4 kids with me.
Yeah. Probably my handler will have just issued a kill order on me because I was last seen loudly shouting about the forbidden cheese wheel artifact in a hotel bar. But anyway, can I come in?
Can I come in? These children will be coming with me.
Oh, this under my jumper. It's just an ordinary coffee machine from a hotel room. Don't need to look too closely at that.
It is like a baby's understanding of the CIA.
It is absolutely wild. They sort of cover off the outrageousness of what they're doing by the gang occasionally looking around as they walk.
Yeah.
So they'll take a few steps and then just be like, ooh. Like, imagine how you might sort of scan for a security camera. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
There aren't any.
Well, like how you might, cross a road.
Yeah, that's right. They treat the CIA incursion like crossing a road.
Just look both ways and then it's fine.
Oh, my God.
So he swipes them into a door marked research, which, they keep it low-key, their research department, the CIA.
We see the cheese wheel. It's a fairly small room that it's in, and it's on a table in the middle. Bronk immediately starts taking photos.
Yeah. With his little digital camera.
Because you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be like, take
some photos. Take some souvenirs.
Yeah. Oh, look, here's a big barrel of the stuff they put in chemtrails.
I'll take some photos of that.
Snap, snap, snap. Here's Walt Disney's head. Snap, snap, snap.
Yeah, snap that.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, here's a real alien. Take that with me.
Yeah, just stuff that in my bag.
It's beautiful, says Fee of the cheese wheel. It must do something. Why else would they bring you in to look at it? Probably because they stole it from a foreign government and needed to justify the expense, says Tad.
Tad, I should note, is broadly uninterested in the cheese wheel at this point. He's just kind of stood in the corner of the room, staring around. He's sort of curious to know what Fee and the other children think of this mysterious, forbidden CIA experiment artifact thing. Yeah. But he's not like... He's not consumed with curiosity.
No.
Meanwhile, Bronk is just randomly sort of prying the lids off of crates he finds.
Yeah, he's just randomly opening crates in the CIA's research department.
He finds a peculiar rock. It's got an indentation in the same shape as the cheese wheel.
It's like a fossil.
Yeah, it's like a big sort of fossil rock, and it's got a cheese wheel-shaped hole in the middle. Fee points out that it's got a hole in the middle that's the same shape as the cheese wheel, and Tad says, "What are you saying, that this came from that?" And it's like, Tad, you've seen this before, right? You're part of this research project.
Yeah, presumably they showed you this as part of the sort of vital to the understanding of the disc, that it seems to be a lot older than it appears.
Yeah, right. It's like, also, this crate is right next to the cheese wheel. What will have happened is some people in the CIA will have gone, all right, take the lid off of this. Yep. Now, as you can see here, there's a fossil with a peculiar metal artifact in the middle. So we'll lift the artifact out and put it on the table. Now, Tad, here's the artifact. We want you to research it. Tad's like, okay, all right. I can come to no conclusions. Yep. And then later, he's like, what? It came out of this fossil? Are you for real?
Or they were like, and also in this crate, there's something that's relevant to it. And Tad's like, not going to look at that.
Yeah. I say we don't react.
I say let's not react, fellas. So Fee says, look, it's the same shape as the cheese wheel. Tad says, what are you saying? This came from that? No, it's impossible. This is a highly machined piece of metal, not a fossil.
Okay. Why did they choose Tad? Why did the CIA recruit Tad to analyze
the world's
this
richest
thing?
Computer genius?
But as the world's richest computer genius, people will generally be aware of his movements. You cannot expect him to sort of look into this for the CIA in a low-key way.
Yeah, he is, again, as you say, probably one of the most recognizable people on the planet.
Yeah, and also, he wasn't able to put together that the cheese wheel came from the big rock next to the cheese wheel with a cheese wheel-shaped hole in it.
Yes.
So, like, he's not done a very good job. They have not got their top men on this.
No, and it's not like he's come with, like, a team.
No.
Or anyone at all. He's just travelled here on his own. Presumably he rode a bike down here or something.
Just took a Segway or something.
Yeah.
Just took the bus, took the Greyhound.
Yeah, well, it's cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah. You don't get to be the world's richest computer genius by giving it away on airplane tickets.
So Bronk says, Fee, move out of the way. I want to get a picture of it with my camera. But Fee is leaning in close to the disc. She says, where are you from?
No. She doesn't say it. She thinks
she thinks it.
We hear Fee ask inside her head, where are you from? I initially thought that she said it out loud because you hear her say it out loud, and up to this point in the episode, we haven't heard what anyone's thinking aloud.
Well, and also this show is extremely loose with its ADR, and often people will say things that don't match what their lip movements.
And also, we see this happen from a CCTV-esque camera angle from inside the cheese wheel that is extremely low resolution. So
yeah, it's challenging to get what's going on.
There are a number of elements combining to make this extra confusing. But it is supposed to be that Fee leans in and thinks, where are you from? And then, bleep, bloop, bleep. Turns out this is the secret. There is a series of clicking sounds. And the little
secret
holes...
is thinking near it.
Yeah, you want to think near it. Tad didn't think near it. Tad, at no point when Tad was confronted with the cheese wheel did he think, what's this?
What's this?
What's
going on?
Where did this come from?
What's for lunch? Any questions? Nothing came into Tad's mind. No discernible brainwave activity.
No one has tried thinking near it.
For the last 2,000 years.
So it goes clicky, clack, 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 like
the holes. So there are the holes in the grid. They're all sort of opening and closing in in some kind of sequence. Clickety, clackety, clickety, clackety.
It doesn't look too bad. As effects wise, I think it's CGI, but it looks okay. The sound is fun. So it bleeps and bloops a little bit.
Yeah, but then they see on the security camera the small grey-haired CIA man from earlier letting himself into the CIA.
He's scanning his way into Langley.
Yeah, they all dash out of the room. They don't like unauthorized personnel in the lab, says Tad.
Do they not, Tad? Does the Does the CIA not?
Apparently they just don't like people just wandering into the CIA.
I'll tell you what about the CIA. They do not like unauthorized personnel in their lab.
I tell you something about the CIA.
This is going to surprise you because it does not match up with their public persona, let me tell you.
They are weirdly secretive.
If you ask me, they're hiding something.
Yeah.
If you ask me, the CIA has something to hide.
If you ask me, the CIA is being evasive.
Look, it's just my instinct, but if you ask me, the CIA has a secret. If you ask me, there's things the CIA doesn't want you to know. Just look at how they react.
I mean, if I had to go out on a limb,
yeah,
I'd say they were up to something.
Yeah.
The CIA is up to something.
The CIA is up to something, isn't it?
They're up to something.
They are up to something in there.
And they're not telling.
Because there are a lot of them. And think about this. What are they doing all day, if not something?
I'm going to get out on a limb and say the CIA are doing something.
There's something in there. I could just feel it in my bones. I've always had an instinct for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Simply look at their attitude towards unauthorized personnel in the lab. And
Are they pro it or against it? Well, I would ask you this.
I would.
Go
on.
They're against it. Question mark.
So Tad is like, we got to get out of here.
Tad's like, kids, I know you think the CIA will welcome you being here in their secret lab, but guess what? They won't.
Yeah, I know you're thinking that you won't be immediately killed.
That room would just incinerate itself.
Yes.
With all the kids and evidence inside.
Yeah. That's right. Well, the CIA wouldn't take the chance, would they?
No, to incinerate the room, incinerate everything.
So here's what happens, because Tad is like, we got to get out of here, and they escape through a different door in the room.
They just walk out of a different door.
So they walk out
at a sort of slightly faster than walking pace. But they're not running.
The CIA, the bowels of the CIA are like a Skyrim dungeon. If you can get all the way down to the treasure at the bottom, there's a little door that leads back to the entrance.
Yeah, it just leads to the entrance. And then the CIA handler,
they go through a door to their Polynesian hotel.
The secret passage to the Polynesian hotel for when the CIA wants to have tiki cocktails after freezing JFK's brain. So the handler walks into the room and he sort of looks at the disc significantly. We cut back to the Polynesian hotel. Fee is Googling Oopa.
Yeah, she's on her laptop.
See the out-of-place artifacts, and she explains the concept to Tad.
Did you notice that she's using InfoSeek right to his face?
I know. Brutal.
So much for your upgraded browser, Tad.
Yeah, so for your multi-panel browsing environment.
She's binned it off straight away. They've also got printout photos of the cheese wheel.
It's got the feel of a direct Eisner intervention.
Yes, it does.
He's sporting a black eye and using InfoSeek.
So they've also got printout photos of the cheese wheel, which feels like, at this point, just add it to the pile of national security secrets that Tad is just spraying.
Throw it all on the treason charge that they're all facing,
like a fire hose of treason.
Yeah.
So, what's an Oopa? Asks Tad, the CIA's chosen man. Fee tells him what it stands for. And shows him a list of posited ones. We see on a website these fossil spark plug, the battery from Babylon, and ancient computer, origin unknown.
It says a computer that may have been created by the ancient underwater civilization of Atlantis. Atlantis is a myth, says Tad. No, it isn't, says Fee.
Interesting. And then when you put it like that, though, there's a lot to think about. It's food for thought. It's something to chew on.
Well, agree to disagree.
So Fee says, if you want the truth, you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
So Tad says, okay, let's assume that the cheese wheel is advanced technology. What makes it work? I don't know, says Fee. I was just thinking, where are you from? It must have read my mind.
Yeah.
Because no one else... I can't believe it doesn't occur to Fee that everyone who looks at this thing will have thoughts.
Thoughts near it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think Fee has real main character syndrome.
Yeah.
This won't have even crossed her mind.
None of you exist when I'm asleep.
Yeah, when I'm not here. But that's impossible, says Tad. They can't do mind reading computers now, let alone in the Stone Age. But no time to think about that because Bronk runs in with a phone. It's Mrs. P for Tad. And he runs to the phone, picks it up, and says, "Tonight? Here? Really? I'll make reservations." That's right. He has a date with Molly Phillips.
Yep.
He says, "I have to go get ready. I hope my cologne hasn't expired," says the richest man in the world.
He's overwhelmed and anxious. He drops the phone as he walks away. And he's all sort of sweaty and panicky. Fee says, "Wait, Tad, what about the Oopa?" And then Jack, in a staggering Jack attack, bearing in mind he's just been inside the CIA looking at forbidden alien artifacts, says, "Forget about that thing, okay? It's over." Yes, Jack,
what are you still thinking about that alien computer from Atlantis?
We're still thinking about that alien computer from Atlantis from 10 minutes ago.
That was 10 minutes ago, Fee. It's dinner time.
Yeah,
I'm
Jack,
thinking about
having just activated an impossible machine of Atlantean origin deep within the CIA. It's clear that this adventure's run its course.
Yeah, I'm thinking about ahi tuna that we'll have for dinner.
Yeah, there's nothing more to say on the subject. You're right, Jack.
But Jack, it can read thoughts, pleads Fee.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't send you thoughts back, says Jack. And then Fee looks at the picture and says, maybe it did. It could happen.
So, later in the room, Fee has marked out the dots that flashed on and off on a piece of paper and is trying to crack the code. There are a number of problems with this. The first one being that we saw it do its clackety-clack thing and it was impossible to follow. It was incredibly fast. It was clacking about 4 times a second. Yeah, it was about 500 holes, sort of binary clicking on-off all at their own pace in a completely impossible to comprehend way. And
it would take a team of geniuses. No, they weren't. She would have had to have memorized this. She's got a still photograph that she's working this out from, which is maybe 1/500th of what the computer conveyed to her.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it would be like looking at an Enigma decryption machine and being like,
"You've got a single letter." Yeah,
and being like, "Yeah, I get it." Fine.
No, the Nazis, they're up to something.
Sure. So, Fee's sort of filled in with a little pencil all of the ones that she remembers being like flashing on and off.
Yeah, this is preposterous.
They're in the hotel room. Bronk is reading a comic. He's bored of this.
Yeah.
So open and closed represents ones and zeros, theorizes Jack, because they're having a conversation about this potentially being binary. Maybe, says Fee. And then Fee writes some stuff down and then says, "I'm done." And I'm like, What do you mean I'm done? What's she done?
She's written down 6 numbers, 34, 58, 12, 23, 43, 27. She may as well have plucked these out of her arse. Because
I watched this 5 times because I was like, if this is what I think it is, then we're going to have to rip into it on the podcast. And I don't want to be wrong. And this actually is something. Like, this actually is puzzle. But she says that she's written, "Where are you from?" Which is what, like, she said in code. And then she sort of looked at this diagram of little squares.
A still photo that Bronk took. And
then she's like, "I'm done. I came back with these are these 6 numbers.
Yeah.
Are
what the computer
said to me.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's preposterous. It means nothing. But they sort of they try and breeze through it like their audience of mostly 11-year-olds.
And you know what? They nearly got away with it. They nearly got away with it because, like I said, I had to watch it a couple of times. I was like, I feel like I'm the stupid one here.
I feel like maybe this doesn't make sense.
They very nearly put one over on old Luke this time, but
luckily you gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool Luke.
So we have these numbers: 34, 58, 12, 23, 43, 27. What's the next step? Let's find out.
Did you ask it how to win the lottery?
I asked it where it was from.
Then why did it give you numbers?
That's it.
What's it?
Map coordinates. 34, 58, 12. Let's try north. 23, 43, 27 east. The locations are almost identical. Must be the computer from Atlantis.
Okay, so just to fully describe what you've just listened to.
Yeah.
Fee puts the numbers into Google. It gives her a map of the Mediterranean.
Yes.
She then goes on a website called All Things Mythical and brings up a map that says that Atlantis is also there where it was in the other map. And she goes, the locations are almost identical. Oh my God, it could happen.
She's like, she puts the location and it's like, oh yeah, here it is in the middle of the sea. And then she's like, wait a minute, let me just check the map of Atlantis.
Let me just check the historic map of Atlantis.
Okay, we briefly see Fee's desktop here, which is more rare and precious intel. Here are the apps on her desktop. US Atlas, Web Page, World Atlas, Notes, All Things Mythical, and Dumpster, which is like a sort of trash recycling bin. So All Things Mythical isn't a website she goes to, it's a sort of Encarta software.
Yeah. All Things Mythical. All Things Mythical is definitely a website because that's where she was reading about sirens before.
What? Has it been in it before?
Anthem-Oessa. Yeah, she's been on that website before reading about sirens.
Has she really?
Pretty sure.
That's amazing. I'm just doing a quick... Oh my God. I just did a quick search on my Google Drive. Fee search comes back. All Things Mythical website. Sirens. My God, you're right.
That's where she found out about Anthem-Oessa.
Oh, okay. So actually, this is her one-stop... Why is weird like this? Why is there consistency in the websites Fee uses to look up paranormal activity in the Mediterranean, but not
solely the Mediterranean?
And solely why have they thought so hard about going back to the resources that she uses for finding what's going on in the Mediterranean? And there isn't an ending to this episode, or most of the episodes. Why is it all consistent web page lore and Molly Phillips studio productions? Why isn't it good stories?
This is so amazing. She plucks these numbers out of nothing. This I can't stress enough how much this computer was going clackada, 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 opening and closing.
What would it be like? What would it look like?
You know, like an airport departures board in like an old tiny...
Yeah. That's it. Imagine one of those malfunctioning so that it was like flipping all the letters all at once so fast that you couldn't read any words.
And then you took a still photo of that.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah. Imagine it did that in Greek. You took a still photo of that. Then you, with that still photo, translated it into the numbers 34, 58, 12... 23, 43, 27. Now, there's a step missing in the middle there.
But we don't have time to go into that. She then Googles that latitude and longitude, and she's like, oh, look, in the Mediterranean Sea. Wait, let me just Google the historical location of Atlantis.
Let me just remind myself of my Atlantis map. Yeah.
It matches.
It matches. QED. Weirdly, I did actually check these coordinates on a real map. Yeah. And it's sort of close, but not really. They point to just south of Crete, whereas Fee's map is just south of Italy. Yeah. Possibly continental drift has occurred since 1999.
It's entirely possible,
It's just moved around.
Every day we move further away from Pangaea.
Further away from Atlantis.
Yeah.
So Fee concludes...
Atlantis isn't real, says Jack. Hey, I asked it a question and it answered, says Fee. Maybe not, says Bronk, but the only way to know for sure is to ask it another question by going back into the CIA.
By strolling back into the CIA.
Yeah.
But first, restaurant date night.
Yeah.
Ted Raxall, the world's richest computer genius, is on a date at this 3 rungs below Trader Sam's Grog Grotto Polynesian theme restaurant.
He has a list of normal guy things to do, such as be yourself.
He also has, did you see, the camera moves past it very quick, so it's easily missed, but he's also written down some talking points for his dates.
Okay.
I
would love to hear them.
The talking points include Virginia history,
good,
e.g. George Washington born here, and current cost of PCs, mail order versus store bought.
Yeah, well, whose fault is that, Tad Raxall?
Yeah, right. Well, maybe that's his sort of seductive chat. He'd be like, "Oh man, Molly, you wouldn't believe the absolute stranglehold I have on the mail order PC market."
Molly, PCs are so expensive right now, and you know how much of that money is going to me? All of it.
Yep.
So,
Yep. So he sticks a spoon to his nose.
His CIA handler is sat about 6 feet away from them watching all this, kind of exasperated.
Yeah, he shakes his head in despair, thinking, I'd hoped to have him assassinated after at least a good date, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Molly says, tell me about yourself, Tad. For example, what was your favourite moment as a kid? And Tad recounts a story of, as a boy, being in his father's workshop, finding a jar filled with metal parts. He poured them all out, but then he saw a pattern, a logic in these metal miscellany in front of him on the table. He could see in his mind how they all fit together. They were pieces of an antique watch, and when he put in the final piece, it worked.
Bollocks.
Like it did, Dad.
Yeah. You saw a smashed apart watch, and you were like, I know where all these go.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
You little liar.
Yeah, if you did that, then Fee did the thing with the coordinates. Fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. So anyway, Molly says, was your dad proud? And Tad says, oh, sure, he was proud, but then he made me do it again and again and again in front of the neighbours. And as a result, he became very insecure around people.
As a result, he became the world's richest man who was insecure.
He became the world's fastest clock mender.
Which stood him in good stead.
You know,
the PC revolution.
PC is just a big clock. So he says that he's very insecure, and he's sure that Molly wouldn't understand. I mean, she's so confident on stage performing. Molly says, Are you kidding? I'm waiting to hear about a record contract right now. Are you convinced you won't get it, and yet angry at them for turning you down, even though they haven't yet, says Tad.
Yeah.
And Molly's
I
like...
do that all the time, says the world's most rich and successful man.
Yeah, and Molly's like, OMG, that is exactly how I feel. So now this date is actually starting to go well. They are relating, they're talking on a more emotional, human level.
Make my dream come true, Molly, says Tad. Sing a song just for me.
This is the worst thing I've ever seen. He said, I want to be exactly clear how bad it is. He says, Molly, you have made my dream come 99.46% true. Would you be willing to complete the other 0.54%? And then Molly very foolishly asks how she would do that. And he says...
Got to be a sex thing, right?
And he says, by singing a song just for me.
Just for me.
Just for me. Cut to piano.
Letting me catch your dying breath in a jar.
You'd better believe, listener, that Fee cracking the code of an ancient Atlantean artifact is about to be put on indefinite hold for an original Molly Phillips composition.
Also, he says, sing a song just for me, and they cut to her singing the song, and there's loads of people there.
Yeah, there's imagine if you went out for a date night in a Polynesian theme restaurant.
Yeah.
And then, what would
That's
you
a fun theme. That'd be a fun time.
That's a fun theme. I think the music would probably be pretty fun. And then you get this.
Can I be more like a river, less like a wall, not try to hold back these feelings at all? 'Cause when I miss you, when I'm dying to kiss you, I gotta let that flow. More like a river.
So it's
an original Molly Phillips composition, not notably Polynesian, you'll notice. I think probably the restaurant staff would walk over and have a discreet word with Molly, saying, could you please stop playing this music? It's ruining the vibe of our restaurant.
Is this her gig here? Is this like we don't find out what she's here to
she's at.
We don't find out what she's here to do. Her career is now at the point of just rushing an unattended piano in a Polynesian theme restaurant and hoping to sort of bang out a few tunes.
If I play more than 4 bars, it counts as a gig.
So this is a song about how the memory of her dead husband is holding Molly back from climbing Tad Raxall like a tree. As Molly sings, it's intercut with scenes of the children strolling back into Langley,
breaking into the CIA. More like a river.
You can't.
Less like a wall.
You can't
break into the CIA.
You can't believe the tonal dissonance of hearing Molly Phillips do the song that you just heard while watching some children walk into the 14-year-old girl stroll into the deepest bowels of the CIA building.
It's so amazing. The CIA agent is watching Molly Phillips in the bar, and then his beeper goes off saying unauthorized entry to research facility.
It says unscheduled entry at research facility. Please advise. Advise? Yep. The advice is kill them or detain them. Or
incinerate the lab.
The advice is let's make that not happen, probably.
He looks at this beeper saying that America's enemies have infiltrated the CIA, and he just sort of rolls his eyes like, oh, this again.
He gets up and he leaves in a way that I can only describe as sauntering. He's not sort of like, it's not a panicked sprint.
No, there's no like SWAT team. There's no like spec ops soldiers like rappelling into the lab.
No, it's
They're
just
like,
him.
Send that tired old man who's in the Polynesian hotel in a nearby town over.
Not even in the same town.
He's not even he's in a different town.
Surely this message came from someone at Langley. Can't they do it? Surely there's someone at Langley who sent that message.
I'm already in my pajamas.
Hey, Derek, I just saw those teenagers you were worried about walk past me.
Are you going to come down here?
High-five me in the hall and ask me about chemtrails.
You going to do anything about it? No, probably not. So in the CIA, Molly finishes the song, everyone claps. In the CIA, Fee is thinking of a question to ask the Atlantean computer because she apparently didn't do that on the way over. Time's up, says Bronk. The CIA agent is back to chase them out. We have to leave, says Bronk. Then we're taking it with us, says Fee. But like, her eyes like saucers. She looks like she's fully lost it in this scene. She's waving her arms around.
It's great. So we cut to alarms blaring at last as Fee and Bronk run up a stairwell with the artifact under Bronk's arm. Now
Bronk has the Atlantean computer in his arms.
Supercomputer under his jumper. And they're running up a stairwell in Langley.
But wait, now the door won't open.
Oh yeah, so they get so they get to a locked door. Of course, it's so like the CIA to lock a door that's stopping you taking the Atlantean supercomputer.
They must have locked it from outside, says Bronk. But then Jack opens the door from the other side. Because everyone is just in and out of the CIA all day.
He says, what? I was curious. Now bear in mind that Jack's past that Jack has. We saw the door that it gets him in, and it's the door in front of the cheese wheel. And Jack has just opened a locked door that is the reverse and several floors up from us. So Jack decided to return to Langley and went a different way. And it was still fine.
Jack's like, the CIA vending machine has got the soda I like. So I'm going to infiltrate the CIA.
While I'm here, I'll probably just open every door. Oh, my sister's behind this one. Oh, looks like Bronk's got the Atlantean supercomputer.
They look out the window and Jack flies by in a flying saucer.
Whee!
Oh my god!
My stomach hurts. I can't. It's the way that they're like, oh no, it's locked. And
no, the CIA have locked the door.
Locked it, and I was like, oh my god, at last the CIA has shut one door. And then Jack opens it from the other side.
He's like, oh hey gang, are you in here infiltrating the CIA too?
The CIA's locking doors only lock on one side. They're like, you're fired. Well, what if there was a fire?
There should be a fire, an incinerator burning up the room you're in and everything in it.
So Jack's like, I decided to head on down to the CIA.
See what's up.
Seems like all the kids are heading here. It's the new hotspot.
It's like the mall. If you've got nothing to do, you just wander around the CIA.
They pass sort of different gangs of high school cliques roaming the halls.
Real teen problem here in the CIA.
That's because Tad Raxall keeps doling out security cards. I know what I'll do. I'll text the white-haired man.
Yeah.
White-haired man, they got him.
Old CIA man, get on over here and stop these teens.
Teens are kicking Walt Disney's head around like a volleyball. Please advise.
The two teens ran off with an Atlantean computer. And some other ones are, the grey alien is so small, they're throwing the keys to his spaceship around and he can't reach it because he's short.
Give them back!
Give me back the keys to my flying saucer.
John! Make them stop! I'm
Tell them
texting
they're
Derek!
not allowed.
I'm
Derek will be, I can't talk to them. Derek will be
I've
here soon.
asked him, please advise, and as soon as I know something, Elvis, you'll know.
Okay. So they all flee the CIA, and
successfully, effortlessly.
The CIA agent and his two
dudes with guns on the
his two
on the walls.
They sort of run out of a door and they look foxed.
Yes, that's right. They the white-haired man and two G-men. They sort of look around as if to say, "Oh, beans, the Atlantean supercomputer. It's been easily taken."
Someone seems to have run off with the Atlantean supercomputer. So back at dinner, Tad has used his infinite wealth to order Cherry's Jubilee in the shape of Krakatoa. It then catches fire. He spends quite a long time putting it out. And then Fee runs in with Bronk, who is holding an Atlantean supercomputer. And I've just written, this show rules so hard.
Oh my God, it does. Here's what happens next.
Oh, got to help us.
Baby, what's going on?
Where did you get that?
Okay. We went back to the lab to ask it another question, and that old guy showed up with these two big goons in black suits, and they started chasing us.
Goons? You've been chased by goons?
That's right, Molly. Goons.
Yep. There are goons involved now.
So Tad says that he'll take the cheese wheel back to his offices at Star and find out what it is
in Utah.
In the woods in Utah, and find out what it is. So he prepares to put it under his arm and take it on a Greyhound bus back up there. But all of a sudden...
Oh, those can't beat those fares.
But all of a sudden, the G-men show up in the Polynesian hotel and confiscate it in front of everyone.
I don't think that's a good idea, says the CIA. Tad is then menaced by goons. They take the computer and then Tad says, wait, I want to know one thing. You guys really work for the government? What do you think, says the CIA man, and then tears his beard off. He's got a little grey goatee and he just peels it off.
And I don't know what answer he thinks that gives.
What does that mean? What does it mean? Why did you have He's not in disguise. They don't know who he is.
It's not like he does this and they're like, oh, Magalore, my nemesis.
It's just the same guy without a goatee.
Steve Jobs. He's taking the supercomputer back to Apple.
It's so amazing. Do you work for the government? What do you think? Peels off goatee.
Do you work for the government or have I been duped? What do you think?
Would the government man have a tearaway beard?
I honestly don't know, sir. I don't know if the way that you've torn off your facial hair means that you definitely are or definitely aren't with the government. I just don't know. God. I just don't know. I'm not sure the show knows.
It's so amazing. Fee watches them leave. What happened here?
There were about a dozen civilians who were just stood around idly watching this supercomputer changing hands. This is a lot of people for the CIA to kill.
This is all happening in a Polynesian themed restaurant.
Yeah,
where people are just sitting around having their tacos and stuff.
Like, give me that supercomputer.
Yeah. Give me that Atlantean computer. This beard, you guessed it, fake all along.
That should answer all your questions about whether I work for the government.
Everyone's like, this dinner theatre is very confusing. Not very Polynesian either.
So the next day, everyone's checking out. Tad has a spring in his step this morning and a Hawaiian shirt on. I think this is visual language that he got lucky.
Oh, God.
Well, am I wrong? He's wearing like a drab grey suit the rest of the time and he's nervous, and this morning he's checking out.
Got a
Hawaiian shirt on and he's like, ho, good morning, Fee, and what a morning it is.
Oh, God, I think you're right.
I
hadn't even considered that. Oh, Fee says that all her photos of the Oopa were gone last night when she got back to her hotel room, along with her notes about the map coordinates. All of Tad's research discs are missing too.
He apologizes for not taking the Oopa theory seriously. Well, and, Fee says there's something to it. And Tad says, well, we have no proof. And Fee says, then we'll find proof. We both saw it. We know it exists. I communicated with it. Mm-hmm. And they're interrupted by Molly, who walks in a dressing gown smoking a cigarette. No, she doesn't.
Yeah, Tad says, did you hear from the record company? She says, not yet. And he says, how about I buy the record company? Then you can write your own contract. She laughs, kisses him on the cheek, and gives him a CD of her terrible music.
So I guess that's that. Fee says, I guess we'll never know where the Oopa thing came from. And Jack says, Fiona, knowing you, I'm sure you'll find it again sometime. And Bronx says, if it really reads your thoughts, maybe it'll find you.
Sure.
And that's
then they get on the bus,
but
and then we cut to a CIA frigate at sea
in the middle of the ocean, presumably the Atlantis.
Yeah,
presumably the Mediterranean.
The now beardless agent is looking at a topographical map. Atlantis, he says.
Yes.
And then, Luke, what happens?
Then the camera pans over to the cheese wheel, which is next to him. It's clicking and clattering, and by the time the camera comes to rest, we can see that its holes spell out Fee. And then tropical music plays over the credits.
It says F.I. on the holes.
Fee. Now we know this isn't how it talks.
No. It talks in binary, but now it can speak English, but it can only do 2 letters because that's all the space it has.
I don't understand.
It's like thing she wasn't called Penelope or something.
Yeah, or like far or something. Like, it's good job one of the letters is an I, which is just, you can easily fit it in.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
It's so funny. But the odd thing is that it's so funny, and yet on paper, this is kind of a sad ending. Isn't it wild that Bronk is like, there's only one way to know for sure. We go back to the CIA. And they break into the CIA a second time, go up to the cheese wheel, and before Fee can ask it a question, the CIA takes it.
They get chased off by the CIA.
She only ever, in this episode, gets one psychic question in with the cheese wheel. She never gets to ask it anything else.
No, but then at the end of the episode, the cheese wheel is in love with her. And the CIA are roving through the Mediterranean looking for Atlantis.
It is impossible to select a single high point from this episode.
Oh, God, there's so many.
I think, I mean, Jack opening the inside door upstairs in the CIA is just so good.
I think it's between that and the man peeling his goatee off and saying, what do you think?
What do you think? Then there's like...
So good.
Oh, man.
Her weekly website hits being part of the CIA's profile.
The CIA having a dossier on Fee.
Oh, God, this is just the perfect So Weird episode. I love it so much. Everyone just wandering in and out of the CIA willy-nilly.
It is absolutely beautiful. It is such precious treasure, all of it. And the fact that it all happens against the backdrop of a Polynesian theme restaurant for no reason. We haven't even talked about the way that people will just wander into the scene and say, hey, I was just up in my hotel room. The CIA took everything several times.
The CIA have been in my room again.
The CIA who can't stop teens getting into the basement.
They're in and out of your hotel room.
Yeah, like all
redacting your toothbrush.
How many people work at Langley? This will get me on a list for Googling this one. How many employees at CIA Langley? Okay, so it has an estimated 21,500 employees. So I think we have to assume that every single one of them was in Fee's hotel room. Or Bronx suite, ransacking it. And that's why they were able to breeze in and out of Langley so effortlessly.
Oh it's so good. So funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that was Oopa. My face hurts.
My stomach hurts. I'm so happy though.
Oh my god. Okay, well,
What's
thank
next?
you.
What's next?
Next up, we've got season 2, episode 11, Banshee.
What's it about?
Fee hears a banshee, which she finds has come to announce her grandfather's death.
What?
What's on Nickelodeon?
This is a weird, sad one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
But I think we need a chaser after.
Yeah, right.
After the wonder that was Oopa.
Oh man, if you want the sunshine, you got to put up with the rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can expect a lot of faux Irish nonsense in this one. So.
What? We only just had some.
I know, but they love it so much. They're going to do it again.
Okay, I've still got all the props.
Oh god, I'm physically exhausted after talking about Oopa.
I know. I have to sleep.
Okay. I need an energy drink. Maybe the good kind they have in the vending machines at Langley.
Oh man, I tell you what. If you're going, could you get me? You know what? I'll come too. I could use the steps.
Yeah, you need me to. You've got your own card, I assume.
I've got my own card. Oh wait, hang on. No wait, this one's my brother's. Where's mine?
This one's.
Hang on. I've got a big drawer of them somewhere.
Yeah.
Which one is it? You know what? They all work. I'll bring this one.
They all work. I mean, this works on the FBI headquarters. I can get into the White House with this one as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I'll
see you down there.
Yeah, I'll meet you by the Grey Aliens.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh no, they're coming back.
All right. See you then. And we'll see you next week, folks, or before then in the CIA if we happen to bump into.
Yeah, let's. If you see us in the CIA, feel free to come up and say hello.
Just come up and say hi. I always love to see people when we're wandering around the CIA. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.